3 brand new Mega Evolutions just dropped, and competitive Pokemon will never look the same again. What's up everyone, Aldi29C here, and we have a massive week to cover, so let's jump right into it. Pokémon Champions officially launches on April 8th on the Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2. And this week's new trailer pulled back the curtain on just about everything, so let's break it all down. First, the basics. Pokémon Champions is a free-to-start battle simulator, meaning that you can download it on day 1 at 0 cost, or switch to players. There's a free update that bumps the game's visuals to enhance performance, and if you want to go a step further, there is an optional starter pack that includes storage space for 50 additional Pokémon in your box, the iconic battle track from Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, and 30 teammate tickets and 50 training tickets. In terms of game modes, you're looking at 3 options: ranked battles for competitive play, casual battles for online matchmaking without the ladder pressure, and private battles for playing directly with friends. Both singles and doubles formats are supported, which means VGC players and fans of other formats both have a home here. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Building your roster isn't locked behind grinding through the story mode anymore. You can bring Pokemon directly from Pokemon Home, including transfer from the mainline games and even Pokemon Go, as long as that Pokemon appears in Champions. If you want to build within the game itself, Roster Ranch lets you recruit Pokemon using victory points earned from battles, with a free trial recruitment available once per day. And training lets you fully customize the Pokemon stats, abilities, and moves using those VP or training tickets. Now, let's talk about Mega Evolutions, because the trailer dropped 3 brand new ones, and they weren't messing around. All 3 of them are making their debut through Pokemon Legends CA. Mega Meganium gets the new ability Mega Soul, which lets it use moves as if harsh sunlight was always in effect. No more needing to set the weather manually. Mega Emboar comes in with Mold Breaker, letting it completely ignore opposing abilities when attacking. A nightmare for anyone relying on a passive ability to survive. And then there's Mega Feraligatr, which arguably got the most exciting reveal. Its ability, Dragon Ice, converts all of its normal type moves into dragon type moves and boosts its ability by 20%. That's enormous. The team building implications are massive. Mega Dragonite was also confirmed to be appearing in Pokémon Champions, another Legend CA discovery. And for launch bonuses, players who download early can claim a Dragonite from in-game mailbox. On top of that, if you bring Chestnut, Delphox, Greninja, or Eternal Flower Floette from Legend CA via Pokemon Home, you will unlock their Mega Stones and Champions automatically. Now, let's talk competitive, because it's truly historic. Starting April 8th, the Pokemon Champions becomes the official platform for all VGC matches. The first major in-person event to use it exclusively is the Indianapolis Pokemon Regional Championships, running May 29th through the 31st. with competitor registration opening on April 1st. From there, it's Champions all the way. The Turin special event runs June 6th through the 7th. The North American International Championships follows June 12th through the 14th. And the Pokemon Worlds Championship, which this year is taking place in San Francisco, runs August 28th through the 30th. Online, Global Challenge 1 on May 1st through the 4th also runs on Pokemon Champions. In terms of format, Regulation I returns as the VGC rule set starting April 1st, while Scarlet and Violet are still the competitive platform for the time being. Once Indianapolis kicks off, Regulation MA goes into effect, which brings Mega Evolution into live Championship Series play. And looking further ahead, the game's producer, Masaaki Hoshino, has been clear that this isn't a short-term project. Pokemon Champions is built to be the long-term home of competitive Pokemon. A mobile version is also in the way later in 2026, with cross-platform battles between Switch and mobile supported once it's live. This is the reset button that the competitive scene has been waiting for. Everything's about to change. Alright, let's pivot over to the trading card game, because this week is also huge for TCG players on two separate fronts. First, Mega Evolution Perfect Order is officially out. This is the latest set in the Mega Evolution series and is set in Lumio City, pulling directly from the lore of Pokemon Legends CA. The set contains over 120 cards, including more than 25 training cards and over 30 Pokemon and trainer cards with special illustrations. The four headline Mega Evolution Pokemon EX making their debut in this set are Mega Zygarde EX, Mega Starmie EX, Mega Clefable EX, and Mega Skarmory EX. That is a genuinely wild lineup. Mega Zygarde EX in particular has already been generating serious buzz. It carries a high damage ceiling and battlefield control potential that can make it a post-rotation staple almost immediately. A quick reminder on the Mega Evolution Pokemon EX mechanic for anyone that's still getting up to speed. These Pokemon hit hard and have high HP, but when they get knocked out, your opponent takes 3 prize cards instead of the usual 1. In the standard 6 price game, that means 2 knockouts and the match is over. This creates a constant high stakes dynamic where running a Mega Evolution line is powerful but never risk-free. For digital players, the set went live on Pokémon TCG Live on March 26th, one day early. Logging in gets you a free Mega Zygarde EX Battle Pass deck, and there's a Decidueye EX deck that you can unlock through play. A new Professor Fur Learning Lab lesson also dropped alongside the digital launch, so if you're newer to the game, there's extra educational content waiting for you. Okay, Scarlet and Violet players, the Mighty Empoleon 7-star Tera Raid is live right now. Empoleon is rocking the Ice Tera type this time around, which gives it some wild coverage options that are generally worth building up for. The event runs until April 2nd, and as always, you can only catch one Empoleon per save file. Get in there before it disappears. Quick update on the TCG Pocket Mega Shine expansion, which launched on March 25th. The Mega Shine emblem event is live right now through early April with profile emblems and mission rewards. A community week trade event follows shortly after with new binders and display boards hitting the app on March 31st. If you're still grinding those shiny mega pulls, the surrounding events are giving you extra reasons to stay active. Pokemon Go players, tomorrow's a big one. Gigantamax Pikachu is making its Go debut during Max Battle Day from 2 to 5 p.m. local time. Just like in Sword and Shield, this version of Pikachu cannot evolve. A shiny encounter is possible. Event bonuses include an increased remote raid limit of 20, double max particles from exploring, and quarter adventuring distance to earn max particles, all active through Saturday evening. Don't sleep on this one. Pokemon Sleep players, the Skills Spotlight Week Volume 1 event is running now and ends on March 30th at 4 a.m. local time. The big headline here is the debut of Noibat and Noivern in the game. Both are now available to encounter for the first time ever. Skills are also boosted across the board during the event. If you've been waiting to build around a skills-focused team, this is a great week to do it. Pokémon Masters EX just dropped data for its upcoming sync pairs, and the list for next month includes Karina, Sabrina, Arvin, Ingo, Perrin, and Sonia. That is a genuinely solid lineup. Karina showing up out of nowhere near a Mega Evolution era game is very on brand right now. More details on their kits should surface soon. Keep an eye on the Master EX official channels. Pokemon and PUMA are back, and this time they're taking the franchise onto the basketball court for the first time. The SS26 collaboration is centered around Pikachu, and the headline piece is the All-Pro Nitro 2 Pikachu Performance Basketball Shoe. It releases on April 1st through PUMA and select retailers in unisex sizing at $140. The capsule also includes a special edition PUMA suede, an oversized jersey, track pants, a track jacket, hoodies, graphic tees, and a dad cap, a bag, and a backpack. If you missed the Mewtwo suede last year, don't sleep on this one. And finally, Pokemon is now firmly in the fine jewelry space. Japanese brand U Treasure has added 21 new Pokemon themed designs to their engagement and wedding ring collection. The new additions include Gen 9 starters Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxley. The rings are fully customizable through a 4-step process. You choose the ring design, the gemstone color from 12 options, the Pokemon silhouette mark from over 80 choices, and then finalize sizing and optional engraving. Engagement rings start at around $2,100, and wedding bands range from roughly $865 to $1,070. There is also a limited Pokeball-shaped wooden ring box inspired by Professor Kukui's proposal scene from the anime, priced at about $97 and is limited to 2 per person. Because nothing says I choose you like a Gengar silhouette on a platinum band. Alright, that's everything for this week's Pokemon news, and the big question is obvious. With Pokémon Champions launching on April 8th and Regulation MA bringing Mega Evolution into the official Championship Series play, which of the 3 newly revealed starter Megas are you running first? Which story from this week was your favorite? And if there's any Pokemon news from the past week that you feel I missed, drop that in the comments too. And if you made it to this point in the video, hit the like button. It helps more than you know. And if you're not subscribed to Aldi29C yet, what are you waiting for? Weekly Pokemon news every single week. And with that, I'll see you in the next video.